Hello, hello, my lovelies. Thank you so much. It's
Hello,
Friday.
everyone. Hi, everybody.
I love this. I love this day when I can be with you, Lalit.
I, I love this day when I can be with Deborah and all our wonderful following in this
I know.
community. It's so uplifting. So we're going to have a great show.
Yeah. Oops. I got a flash here. CJ, you were the first one, so you get a batch of cookies. I'm in the kitchen right now. As Lalit
The no
gives the
calorie
report,
cookies. Yeah.
I'll go in and make send them off. So CJ, you're a good humor. And Marby, I've got your question starred, and it's nice to have you. Ness, I've got yours starred as well. It might take a little while for people to come in. Gina, oh, hi, beautiful community. She says that's wonderful. And yep, SR, very nice to see you. I have, oh, Maria has perfect health is here too. SR was generous enough to lend herself, Donna O'Brien, I love ya. Thanks for coming. Lend herself to my class, the, what do you call it? The practice class that I'm having. So, reading, my students read real people instead of imaginary clients. So, that was fun. Karen, it's good to see you. Sue, thank you. Rose. Oh, it's so nice. Oh, our family. Now, understand that we'll probably be on through the holidays. I don't have any place to go. And if you guys don't have any place to go, meet up
You
here.
are my family out there. You're my family. So I want to be with you. The
I
family
know.
that I love, right?
That's right, my chosen family. So there's two kinds of people in the world, cookers and eaters. And I've been an eater all of my life.
I'm
All
both
of
kinds. I'm both kinds.
Are
I
you?
cook and I
Oh,
eat.
oh yeah, I've never experienced such a balanced soul. Here we are waiting for Sandra. It's very nice to see you. We made it to Friday. Happy Friday, she says. Ah, love everyone.
Yeah, Friday's
Excellent.
better than Tuesday for sure.
And Karen, solidarity. You're an eater. Mary Hernandez. Okay, I've got you, Gina. Whoops. And just as a reminder, we're not going to go over tonight. So if we're going to take questions that, from who came in first, and I may not get to all of them. But you are starred. You're the, I think, third one on the list. Sweet Gina. Rooted Willow Readings. Very nice to see you. JR, hello. Hello, Sue Toffee. Okay. I'm curious about that rental. Still looking a bit sad to leave here. Oh, I've got you starred, sweetheart. So we've got a few people here anxious to hear about what the stars are doing for us.
Okay. So we ready to go?
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave now.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Well, I want to say that rather than looking at the chart of today, of this week, which I do have here, we'll look at it for a brief minute, but we really need to have a talk about where we are right now, what happened, why, what the heck is going on. And I'm going to just talk about the situation that we're in right now for a little bit. And it won't be a long talk, not very much. And then we're going to do a little exercise. Let's call it a meditation. That is, I'm going to give you a technique that would help you get through these times and help you feel better, help you heal, help you be more centered, and help you be the light worker that we need you to be at this time. Because what we need now is light workers that are going to change the world, or what in the positive way. So we're going to have a brief meditation that's going to be short. And I want to say that this, I feel, is so important that we do this, that I'm going to make a video. I haven't been active on my channel for a long time, like a year, a really long time. But I feel this is so important. I'm going to make a video that's extended of what we're going to do today. We'll just do a snippet, a few minutes. I'm going to make a 30-minute version so that you can put it on like when you go to bed with some headphones, because with headphones, I'm going to put binaural beats to get you into a meditative state, really deep, so you can be really, really in a high vibrational state, and help you relax and help you heal. It'll be about a 30-minute video. Right today, we're going to do just a few minutes together. And, meditating together can be very powerful because it's synergistic in the sense that it's, if you have two people meditating, it's more than twice of just one person. The more people you have, the bigger it is. So it's going to be a little technique that you can also use at any time during the day when you are feeling, as you can, you hear, let's say you might be stressed out by hearing people talk about things that maybe you don't agree with. And so this will help you stay centered, stay focused, and feel healthy and happy and be the best you that you can be, and healthy and all. So let's get started. We'll just talk a little bit about my take on what has been going on. First of all, do not despair. It ain't over yet. We know Kamala had more support than Donald, and we are not going back. So in any event, we know that Donald's energy is waning, and for sure, he's on the way out. There's a chance she might still be installed on Inauguration Day. There's a lot that has to play out. There are going to be changes. We said there'd be a big surprise. Well, we got a big surprise, all right. And it hasn't come to fruition totally. So don't be worried. And I would like to mention, just regarding the astrology that we were talking about, astrology is the study of repeating cycles. So through historical observation of certain transits, for example, we know how a Saturn return affects us. We've seen it for centuries and observed it, and we analyze this repeating cycle from the past, and we then can predict what is likely for the same transit in the future. But if you remember, over the past weeks, I have been saying one thing consistently. This astrology current situation has never happened to humanity before. We're in new turf. The transits that we are now experiencing and the new epoch that we're entering has never occurred in the history of humanity. So it's logical to say, if we've never had these astrological influences that we are having now, that we are shifting into something completely new that has no parallel in history. In fact, we are entering the time of change, and you've heard it said, new density. I think new density is more accurate than new dimension. It's a new situation. So you will notice that everyone has a choice at this time, because we are you see that people are kind of divided into a couple of different camps, and everyone has to choose whether they are open to the new vibrational state or not. Some people are not, and you know what, that's okay, because everyone has a path, and we are not able to judge the path of another person or tell them what they should do or shouldn't do. You can only take care of yourself. So in this time of choice, we want to make sure that our vibrational frequency is matching the cosmic change that the planet is going through. So we can make we're going to have this little meditation that does exactly that. It's a vibrational tuning, frequency adjustment. to prepare us for the shifting that's occurring now. And some people are not preparing. Well, all I can say is that I want you to imagine it's something like two trains are leaving the station. And as they leave, you can see they're on parallel tracks, and you can see the other train leaving. But as time goes by, the trains are going to diverge. And the people that are on one train will no longer be interacting with the people on the other train. So it's not like a violent tearing apart and everyone suddenly is missing from the planet. No, it's a gradual change, but you'll notice that there are people that you lose contact with, or you're not talking to them, and it's more like that. So there's going to be an adjustment, and you notice a lot. We lost millions of people in 2020 when they left the planet, and that was the preparation for this big change. So the frequency is adjusting. And I was talking to Deborah earlier today, and I reminded her there's this little phrase that I think is so funny, and humor can help your vibration too, very much so. So good sense of humor, a good belly laugh can help you feel better. So here's one for you. You can't fix stupid, but the red hats just make them easier to identify. So we know who has the ticket for the other train. Something like that. And we can't be judgmental and say, because other people have their own choices. Even Donald Trump has his purpose here on life, because he's made that choice much easier for us to face. We see the choice, we see what we don't want to do by contrast, and it makes it very clear and evident. So his purpose, he has a divine purpose here, just like each of us has. And he's making it very clear which train we want to be on and which train we're going to get the ticket for. And these trains are color coded, yeah, to know which track you need to go to. Anyway, seriously, we can't have, if you have fear or hatred or in your life, in your heart, then you're not in the right vibrational state. So what you need is to take care of your own self and have love for yourself and promote your own vibration. And you can show by example to other people, but other people have to make their own choice. And you have to allow them to do that. You know, we've those of us who have children, it's a painful thing sometimes to see your child maybe not making the choices you would prefer that they make, but you have to let them. So something like that situation. And now we are concerned with our own well-being and how to keep our own vibration in a positive state. And remember, we are multidimensional beings, and we're living in a 3D world. So we've forgotten, or we're not always in touch with source. Our brain is actually a filter, so that we are not able to always contact source as we can when we're just in spirit, you know. And in the dream state, when you're more close to being in spirit, we're actually more close to the real world, that is the eternal, timeless world. And here on earth, we're more like being in the dream. I want you to think about that a little bit, because we are in the dream now. And when we are actually dreaming, that's when we're more awake to spirit. So in spirit, we'll always be able to contact anyone we want to contact or be with them, and we'll have a more open-minded, non-judgmental framework. So don't feel that you're going to lose contact with loved ones. No, that is never true. In spirit, you can always be in contact with those people you choose to be with. And there's no judgment, and there's just unconditional love. Unconditional love. And here, it's hard for us humans to have that unconditional love. Our pets have it, but we have to turn off the judgment factor to have that. Speaking of turning off, my AC went on. I thought I had turned it off. Let me just turn it off because we can't have it. I'm gonna be playing some sound so that I'm doing some sound things, so we can't have that going on. Speaking of vibrational tuning. Okay, so we want to be in the dimension of unconditional love as much as possible. And so if we are hating or feeling bad about other people, we're not there. So you must learn to control your own thoughts, observe your thoughts. If you have those thoughts are going to come through, send them, erase them from your whiteboard, whether you're writing the thoughts on your whiteboard, erase those thoughts as they're coming in. And you can do this little exercise that we're going to do now together, so that you can alleviate some anxiety, get rid of fear, doubt, problems, and feel better. So we're going to just do a little exercise together. And if you remember last week, we did a little breathing exercise, and we're going to do something just like that, but we're going to add something to it. We'll have a little preparation, just to give you a preview. We're going to have a little preparation where we put aside our anxiety and fears. And then when we get to the breathing part, we're going to add something. Last week, you inhaled, held it, then you blew out the air. What we're going to add is on the exhale, you're going to hum. Why are you going to do that? Because when the vibration is coming from inside of you, it's much more effective than when you're only listening to something from the outside, because you're creating a vibration that actually penetrates your whole being. So we're going to do a little bit of humming. You don't need to be a singer. Nobody's listening to you. You're there. You're humming really softly. Don't worry about what you sound like. You just want to get your vibration going. But I'm going to tell you that I've been working on this, doing this for so many years, that my humming has evolved so that I do it like do you listen to crystal bowls everywhere? You hear that weird resonance that comes through. When I'm doing the vocal part, I make that sound. And if you can develop your humming to that point where it's more powerful. But for now, don't worry about what you do. But you're going to hear me humming along, and you'll hear some weird sounds that are coming out of my voice because I can sing several notes at the same time. Yeah, it's weird. But you just don't worry about what you sound like, because that's there's no judgment here. So what you're going to do is you're going to inhale, and as you inhale, you're going to feel beautiful energy coming up and send it into your head. So you inhale, send the clean energy into your head. Hold it briefly, and as you exhale, you're going to hum, and then you're going to send out that stale, used up energy is going out. So in with the pure, clean energy, out with the waste things that are waste energy. That's done. You could visualize it as gray even. You're sending it out. And I'm going to start by just doing it, and you're going to observe. You can just hear me. And I'm going to play some music and some humming sound in the background so you can feel comfortable and just blend in. But you're going to set your own pace. You don't have to breathe with me. Just breathe whatever is comfortable. Breathe it in, hold it, and then you're going to go, just hum. It's that simple. And do it at your own speed, and you can do it with your eyes closed if you like. And we're going to start with a little bit of a visualization before we do the humming. So we'll do a visualization, and then we will go right into the breathing exercise. So in this visualization, I want you to, you can close your eyes if you want to for this part, or not if you don't want to. But what I would like you to do is imagine a wooden trunk, an old-fashioned wooden trunk that is very heavy and very solid. And in this trunk, it has a very heavy lid, and it also has a key, one of those beautiful old keys that is made of fancy iron. You know, the old key in the old-fashioned lock that you've seen before. So you have this trunk, and you open the lid to the trunk, and inside you're going to place all your worries, all your concerns, all your anxiety, any fear that you have, any ill will or bad feelings that you have for other people, and just any worries that you are carrying around with you. Put them inside of this trunk, because they don't serve you for this exercise. They'll just get in your way. So now close the lid of your trunk, turn the lock, the lid is closed tightly, turn around and leave this trunk. And now we'll begin our exercise. So you're going to inhale, hold it, and then hum on the way out. So breathe normally now and relax. And we ask our guides for assistance and protection. Fill our hearts with a beautiful golden light which begins to radiate outward. Let the beautiful light fully envelop us. Let this light be a beacon to others. And let this be in furtherance of the highest good for all. So you can use this little trick whenever you need it to put your anxiety and fears, put them away, set them aside. Do the breathing, and with that little humming, you'll notice that you change your vibration, you change the frequency. So that's the idea. And I'm going to make you a really nice video with something that will be more helpful, which is binaural beats in the background. And you won't have a big loud humming sound like that. I don't know how it sounded over the microphone. Maybe it was too loud. But the binaural beats and just a gentle sound so you can relax and go to sleep. And then I'll put in like a hypnagogic relaxation of the body, like a yoga nidra, so that you can relax. And then if you play the whole thing, you can just drift off into sleep. So there you go. And I hope that is really helpful for us. In this time, you need to take care of yourself. You need to be centered. You need to be full of love, because that is what's going to make the change. Don't get involved in fear or hatred, because then you give power to the red hats. We don't want power to the red hats. Doing this kind of activity, you really change the world, because we are entering the shift. And if you do this, the other things will fall into place the way we want them to. So that's my advice.
Wow, I liked that, and everyone else liked it too. I don't know why my let's do this or this. There we go. At least you can see each other. That was really cool. And I was watching the chat, and it completely stopped.
Good.
During, and so really appreciate that. And we've got some water lily says I really enjoyed that. And so it's an exercise you can do in your car.
Do it in your car. Be careful in your car though, because you could just miss the exit, when you're saying,
Keep your eyes open and you just breathe in. Well, I don't know.
Can I demonstrate to you the vocal technique that I use?
Yeah, let me leave.
Okay, all right, so that you can hear you'll know what I'm doing. So what you're doing is I'm building on harmonics. That's what you hear when you hear crystal bowls, for example. So here's an example. So you can sing one note and you have the frequency resonances that relate to that are very, they really are spacey. And when you do them inside of yourself, it's 10,000-fold more potent than hearing crystal bowls, which I listen to all the time. But it's really powerful to just produce it inside of yourself. So just hum along, and you'll experiment with your own humming to learn how to. It's like an om sound is what it is. Anyway, it's very powerful. And I was telling Debra earlier today, I think that's a secret of my manifestation miracles.
Oh, with the toning?
Yeah, doing this kickstarts or jumpstarts your manifestation of your intentions. You get more synchronicities, you get things happening that you just can't explain. Things occur that are just miraculous.
So Sandra says, just like Daniel Scranton. Do you know that person? Maybe it's something else about this chat, but
no, I don't know who Daniel Scranton is.
So I might have misinterpreted it, but Marby says she loves it.
But I will mention to you that I recently started doing the Gateway training, and they strangely have this on their meditation tapes. So that's the introduction. The people that designed the vision remote viewing for the CIA use this idea in helping their psychics, focus on out-of-body experiences and things like that. So it's just a powerful thing. I didn't invent it. It's actually Mongolian chanting, tuba singing, nose flute. It's something that's been around for, thousands of years, but it's really fun. Your dog ran, yet all my cats. My cats will go, they see things, they see spirit, spirit is with you. And when I start doing it, they'll go, they're looking here, they're looking, what's going on? They know that things are going on around.
Draws it in.
They do, for sure.
Can you all tell me who Daniel Scranton is?
I have no idea.
Everybody knows what that means but me, and
I don't have any idea.
And Lalit. So it's like a
who is it?
A secret. Daniel's.
Who is he? I got to call him up.
Okay, so
It's high frequencies.
video
Okay.
uses high frequencies and
Okay.
vocalizations.
I'll look him up. But I'm going to make one this weekend for you to use. So I'll probably do that before I look up Daniel Scranton. And because this was just a small little snippet and not professional. You're going to have really good sound with.
That's exciting. Look forward to.
With binaural beats also, and it'll put you in you'll be floating.
Ah. Hello, Linda Kennedy. It's very nice to see you.
Mediumship.
And a bunch of other people came in. I'm just loving you all. And let me explain who I have. This is interesting.
Maria has perfect health. You talked about Mongolian throat singing, and here you're doing it.
And here you're doing it. Oh my gosh. Isn't that something?
You never knew.
How you can manifest. Holy cow. You're manifesting, girl.
Surprised.
Let me explain who I have for questions. And I'll just put the name. If you asked a question and didn't hear your name, then you'll have to redo it again. Put it, because I lost it somewhere. So, but right now I have Ness first, Marby, Gina O, Sue Toffee, JR, Karen Doyle, Water Lily, twice. Oh, no, you got a message coming, but here's what she wanted to say. I'm having a hard time settling down. My anxiety is all over the darn place. Breathe, take a gummy and breathe. Right on. Yeah, we have medicinals that can help us. Absolutely. I said Sue Toffee. Oh, this was a message from Sue. So you're like, I loved your post-election video, how vibrant, sassy, owning your personal. I swore. Did you know I cursed, Lalit, twice?
Well, I did too. I think we all cursed. Didn't we all?
But I curse. But you curse. When you curse, it's like flowers in the air.
Yeah.
When I curse, it's like, oh, she cursed.
For entertainment only, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For entertainment. Yeah. No, I want to acknowledge something here. I didn't realize this. If you had told me this, Gina, I am sorry I haven't acknowledged it sooner. She says, I lost my father, my friend, my cousin last month.
Oh my God, Gina.
Every moment with love and gratitude. I can't and won't judge the other side. It's not my journey. Thank you, sweet Lalit.
Oh, Gina. Let's all send a little support to Gina. What an experience. She needs our love.
Yes, I hope you had companionship through this challenging time, and we are all with you. Prayers, girl. JR. Oh, wanted to say he's very much, I'm sorry, he is very much looking forward to the meditation video on your channel.
Now, as I haven't been active for so long, it doesn't come up easily. You put at Astrology Vibrations, right? Isn't that right, Deborah? I don't even know. Deborah knows.
That's what it is.
At Astrology, the little A sign, Astrology Vibrations, it should come up.
And then what you do is after that, just type Lalit in and it'll get you there. If it doesn't, let me know and we'll find it and send you the link. I think we have the link already in the description, but I don't know. You know, L. Angus was struggling to get online, but she was saying, good advice. Don't feed the beast. The dark and evil ones love it when we are upset with them. It turbocharges them.
Thank you for that phrase. Don't feed the beast. That's it. That.
See, that's one of the bumper stickers that I can use to, if I'm in that thinking, I hate what they did to me, I can say, don't feed the beast.
I
And that
remind yourself.
automatically cut me off so I can become the observer. And
Yes. Good. I gotta write that down.
Yeah.
That's good.
I'm just following here. Now I'm going to go back. All right. Now I'm going to go back and see how many I have missed, but I actually won't be able to do that. JR says, I said the same thing, Debra. You got us through the day.
Yes, Sandra is saying she's constantly sending the healing energy to everyone, everything, everywhere. So she's constantly also healing herself through doing that, you know?
Yeah.
It's a circular energy, and that's wonderful.
I love that. So let's move into the questions. If you did not hear me say your name and you wrote a question, please rewrite the question because I'm not going to be able to go and find it. And when I was humming, I closed my eyes and might have missed the question. But Ness has a question. It's an interesting one. I was attached to Kamala winning. Welcome to our world.
Yeah. Club, yeah.
When would be indirectly when her win would be indirectly when I pushed out my new book. Oh, because she's in your new book. Keep her in the new book. It doesn't mean that she's out. This is a magnificent time to write about and say her name. Say her name. How do you see my book being successful in the world?
Anyone here who's going to buy a book that Ness writes about Kamala, raise your hand. Ness, what makes you think that it's not going to be popular? It might be just the opposite because everyone is thirsting for it right now.
This is a remarkable time. And her just running, what was it, 90, not even a 90-day, was it a 90-day run? She did all that in 90 days, man.
Normally it's a 2-year process.
So I would absolutely celebrate her. But I'm going to read on this, of course, because I'm not going to tap into your energy, because if I do that, it's the attachment to the outcome, just like what you said. And I can't read that stuff either when I'm attached. In fact, I could not read for myself about the election because I was too attached to the outcome. That's why I snuggled up to people who could light that torch that I can actually carry for them. It's interesting what I have here. It looks like, now this will be news to you, maybe. I see a natural cycle, a natural ending of the process, ending of the editing, ending of the scrutiny, and I see your mind jumping back and forth. Now, I do that as well when I write. I go back and up and down and rewrite and rewrite. But it looks like this was your intention to have this book serve all. Now, your book is telling me, because I'm not tapped into you, I'm tapped into your book energy, and it says it's finished. The cycle is closed. I move into your energy, and because I've got court cards here, I have to move into human beings and not the book. But I've got some fractious energy is all. And you do tend to delay things. That's what Spirit is saying. That's what the book is saying, that you delay things sometimes, work on it too much. I do have the Fool card, which is a blessing. Surprises are going to happen. One of the things you may have in your thinking, because I have the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles means you feel you've lost opportunity, and that's exactly what your question is. You feel you've lost opportunities. You're not thinking about the opportunities. We as a family is telling you, our sister, that you don't. You can trust us. when we tell you that when it's launched, it will be fine. This other thing that I can say about it is that I don't know if I can say this. I don't feel this is absolutely true. Because it doesn't feel like a 33, but if you had an idea that this was going to be immediate prosperity, physical, tangible money, it looks like it won't be, but it always is slow to build. When you launch it, let us know. Come on to my channel and talk about your book. I'm not a big channel, but I'll certainly give you as much as I can.
Not yet. You're not, Deborah, but it's coming.
What? Oh,
you're growing. You're going to grow. You're going to grow.
I did gain 2 subscribers because they heard me curse, but I enjoyed that moment. It does look like you are really hard on yourself, sweetheart. So the energy of the book is telling me that you may be thinking, I should change that verse. I should change that chapter. I should point it to a new direction. And that is causing a delay, of course. And you feel trapped in it. I want to, if I was with you, I'd just hug you and kiss you and make you feel better, because you, I've got the Tower reversed. It's like, oh, I can't give it up. Tower reverse means you walked away. You've got to, rebuild a life without the book as a focal point, and you resisting that. So is what Spirit is saying. The book is saying it does have the Hermit, but in the end, you're going to feel quite proud. And I think I know how you feel a little bit, because like when I launched my book, I was looking at those reviews, and like my deck, when I launched my deck, the first 3 reviews were for 1 star because of the cardboard the card was too flimsy. Anyway, and it devastated me. So, but it's grown, and I'm not devastated anymore if anybody throws shade. Anyway, the thing is that I see you are sabotaging yourself with overthinking. I adore you. Let me see if you've mentioned. I don't know if Ness is in. Okay, let me see here.
I've got 3 cards for her.
Let me just see her reaction. Just a surprise opportunity. Kamala wins. Would be yes, that's true. It would be the wind at your back. And then we have, there is the life after the book that I need to figure out. That's sometimes why we hang on to what we know and could have control over, because we don't know what our next step is. But that's where the Hermit comes in, right? So all that is good. Okay, we got it. Okay, now she's looking forward to your cards. Excuse me.
So I got 3 cards, Ness, and the first one is the Fool. So don't be afraid to take the leap of faith. This is for you, that you need to do it. And you don't need to be concerned with what anyone else thinks, because this is a leap of faith that is part of your journey, and it's not depending on what is the outcome. And it's something you really need to do. Yeah, the Prince of Wands. So you got a fire in your belly here. You need to move forward with this. And you need to have, the next card is the card of Valor, Mars in Leo, which is, we talked about, because Mars is just entering Leo, and it is courage and energy, and you need to really go for it, girl.
Right. I can see where you would stumble if part of your book focused on a certain outcome and it didn't work. She was saying, is that 6 of Wands?
It's
or 7 of Wands?
7 of Wands. It's the Thoth deck is a little different. So 7 of Wands, and the keyword is Valor. Valor, Mars in Leo. 7 of Wands.
And the Thoth deck is a bit different than.
A little different.
tarot. I didn't know you read Thoth, so now I'm interested.
You said that last time I told you.
I know, I keep forgetting you
That
don't
was
bring
my
it
first
out.
deck. My first deck, other than after the regular one, you know.
And she's saying Mars will be in Leo.
Mars and Leo,
And
exactly.
that's
Mars and
the
Leo,
message,
entering
girl.
Leo.
That is the message,
So
sweetheart.
courage, go. You're going to have just a lot of energy put to that, and be courageous. Don't hold back.
And Marby would like a general reading. I would like to give you one. Let's talk about your money, your possessions, your investments. So it does show here. This is interesting. Your reaction to the current events. The cards are telling you, Spirit is telling me that on some level you feel free. I've got the reversed 8 of Swords. That you finally free. There's been an election and we got to the finish line, but then you realize there's no finish line, and you have a very generous nature on a tangible things. In other words, if someone's looking for a bamboo spoon, you happen to have one and you'll deliver it to them, that type of thing. So and it shows here that you may feel like you want to curtail that, because you're uncertain of the future. I do have the Hangman reverse. I would like it not to be reversed. The Hangman upright is much better. You take a break. You think outside the box. You think bigger than the event, that type of thing. And then I also see a deepening in the Ace of Cups is here. If you're already married and all that stuff, or with someone, that means there's a deepening of that relationship, or a deepening of the understanding of material wealth, because this is the topic, is material wealth. And so I've got the Ace of Wands. Aces are always good news. Queen of Wands, someone's going to help you with money or sort things out. I keep saying money because it's an easy word to say, but this means car. It means your house. It means any possessions you can hold in your hands. That's a pentacle. Don't give up. Success is right around the corner. So I suggest you keep an open mind. And if you get stuck thinking you are at no choice, just hum. do the humming. So what have you got?
I got 3 cards, and they always tie in with what you said. But the first one is the 7 of Swords. So the Thoth deck is a little bit different. So you've been feeling that all was for naught. Oh, it was all futile. I don't know if this is in relation to this election, or if there are things in your personal life that are following this. But certainly last week we all had this sinking feeling, right? Oh no, it was all for naught. So you had a fear of that everything was futile. But that was the end of that. The death card is, it's the end of things. The end of that thinking is what you need to get that feeling of futility is now over, because in your near future, you have the 10 of Pentacles. So it's infinite abundance and wealth and prosperity, not just in tangible things, but that futility and everything died, and out of the ashes comes the phoenix of abundance and happiness and joy. So it's around the corner, as Debra said.
Right.
I mean, heading your way.
Right.
You're on the right train.
Also, you're moving into a one personal year for next year. And that is an independent, the one up and down, just visualize one. It's an independent, standing on your own, understanding who you are. And this is next year is the year you can take a bite out of every chocolate and not have any consequences, because a one personal year is going to sync up new opportunities. So just try something. You don't have to buy the farm. You don't have to buy all the paints and the easel and the hats just to do a try painting. Just move into whatever you want and take a little bit of it. That's what next year is going to be. That's the blessing of next year. God bless you and leave you with that. Thank you. And we have Gina. A reading, please. General. I love generals. I was working on a show with someone a couple of years ago before I started my channel, and it was this reading show where you go on, and it was more flamboyant. It's like he tried to do a Hollywood thing. Anyway, people wanted general readings, and I wanted to give them, but he insisted I don't. I tried really hard to talk him into it, and he let me go. Okay, well, that's not for me. So it looks like I have shuffled these. Let me move into another deck. I'm sorry for the time I'm using it. But it's interesting because the first card in this deck was death. Letting go of something in a natural way that could be what you're doing. So I see that I'm saying this with love. No stinking thinking, because the devil card came out, which just means that you're maybe obsessed or have a compulsion or an obsession with something, which I totally get, because we're all on the hamster wheel right now, right? But what Spirit is saying is that is blocking out benefits and lovely blessings that are available to you. You have the 10 of cups available to you, but you don't have eyes to see. A 10 of cups is fulfillment on every stage of your life, every part of your life, fulfillment, satisfaction, love. The other thing, there's a woman, Queen of Cups here. So it'd be an older person, a little older, and someone who really would like to help you. And it looks like she's reversed, meaning that she is available, but you're not seeing them. But it looks like you will slowly move in with baby steps, disciplining yourself, having a discipline about moving forward and out of the obsessive thought. So this is a great show for you to be at, because you have this tool that Lalit taught us today on how to separate that. Because, and I know these times are so weird, because it's like having intermittent Tourette's. I'm fine. I'm centered. I love the world. And then the next minute you're cursing on your YouTube channel. It's like that. This is what happens in times like this. But you're doing well. There's blessings synchronizing up for you, and a balance is coming your way. I have strength too, which is grace under pressure. And you are grace under pressure. What you got?
Gina, I think you're starting a new endeavor, a new way of life. Ace of Swords, you have a new beginning in something, a new chance, a new start. And I think it's going to involve your intuition and your feelings. And you're a very sweet, lovely person. And your intuitive side and your feelings are going to be, you're going to be developing this side in a new direction. And it's going to give you a lot of wisdom and understanding and peace.
Mm-hmm. So I know you've been through a lot of loss, and your beautiful sentiment of not holding being able to just live free and love every single day since your losses. That's what your losses have taught you. And I guess what the reading that I gave you is saying that there's a cycle, and don't kick yourself if you falter on that. But boy, we're enjoying that feeling you're giving to all of us right now. I just adore you. Can't imagine what you've been through. Sue Toffee says, I'm anxious. Will I sign new rental lease in 2 to 3 weeks? Still looking a bit sad to leave here. I'm sure you're sad to leave there, but I thought you had an opportunity, Sue, that we talked about last week. Yeah, apparently you said no on that, which is fine. You know how to do it. Go ahead and whatever you get, Lalit.
You will be signing a new lease. You will be signing a new lease.
Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be I'm not talking about the lease, but the place you're going to be at doesn't hold everything you want. But think of it as a stepping stone. Yeah, a stepping stone. But yes, it looks like definitely. Also, there's an indication here of someone from your long ago past, someone, people you grew up with, went to college with, even your siblings, all of them. It shows that there are some gatherings with that, and also possibly some insight or an opportunity. So go through your list, tell everyone you're looking and what you would like, and I bet you the past will be your future. Have the answer for your future. That's lovely. I wish you well on that. JR. JR, have a general reading. Absolutely. I'm getting family first off. And okay, so, we've all been under stress, and the holidays are coming up and all that stuff. I do see family here. And okay, I have the 6 of Cups, which is family, old friends, all of that stuff. And then I have the 7 of Wands, defending your position. Then I have the Queen of Swords reverse, which is my Judge Judy reverse, the mean Judge Judy, not the good one. And then the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So I have a feeling, you know this already, that you will have an opportunity to stand your ground, stand your position on some topic. I'm going to go in and see if you can relate to that. Mother Nature will be moving by the 15th of November. JR, let's see what you got here. Oh, you're talking amongst yourselves. Yes. Anyway, I don't know if you resonate with that. But I'm going to leave it up to Lalit to finish it off.
So I feel you've been having a lot of strife in your life and conflict to deal with, and people that are been disturbing you, and maybe somebody really stubborn that is causing some grief, that is not wielding a position that you're not really in agreement with, and you are needing to make an adjustment, to make a change, because the strife, you need to leave the strife behind you, and the people who are not in alignment with you. As we were talking about the trains leaving the station, I think that you can make that adjustment inside of you, and then everything will be clear, and you will no longer feel that you're in a battle.
Just saw something here. We'll bless you and leave you with that, JR. I hope that resonates and helps. I just changed your question, Water Lily. So, yes, I'll do that. Just so you know, that's JR. We just did that. Just so you know, you said, do my guides have a message for me, is the same as a general. I go to your guides. They're the ones who chooses the topic to give a message within. So that's good. I wouldn't have missed that. I've got Karen here real quick. It's my estranged son's birthday tomorrow. Any messages from New York mom, Ellie, or guides? Okay. Do you know how you're going to be? Do you already have a plan for tomorrow? I'm kind of curious about that. A declaration of truth that won't bug you all day. I'm kind of curious. Okay. Oh, that's fine. So I didn't look for your mom. She's been elusive for me. I will look soon, though. I have the high priestess here dominating this reading. And so I believe she knows everything. She's a very high octave. She only gives information as you need it, unfortunately. There's no big, great, remarkable downloads from the high priestess. She's pretty stingy. But if you are divinely faced towards the high priestess, I believe you can manage the situation quite well. And I do have the 9. This is good. I do have the 9 of Cups, which means wishes fulfilled, Wheel of Fortune, which means the cycle of anger and happiness, anger and happiness. I have the 8 of Cups reversed, 8 of Cups upright. You just leave the situation. Right now with your family. You know that it's a situation you need to sit in a little bit longer. I do have the Page of Wands saying there's new action, something fresh coming that will relieve your stress, with the 9 of Swords reversed. I'll bless you and leave you with that.
Karen, this is a message from heaven. So we'll get a little word from your guide. It has a simple sentence, but I love the picture. I'm going to try to hope it'll show on the camera. It says, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. Can you see there are 2 pieces of a puzzle that are separate? They're separate, but they're coming together and they fit perfectly. So you're estranged from your son now, but this is a temporary situation. It's not eternal. And so you will know that there is eventually a coming together, and you need to live in the unconditional love and patience until that happy time occurs for you. But everything happens for a reason, and he'll come to understand that also.
Yeah. And Karen says, oh, nice. And this is what she wrote. Surrender. God bless you. It's tough. Life can get hard. But and she's requesting prayer. Let me tell you something that I do, because we change our life at the level of action. I always say that. But when you're petitioning for an intervention from the divine, sometimes I want to do more than just pray. So I go online. There are so many prayer chains that are available online, and you don't have to give them your personal information. You can just go in, and you don't have to pay if anything. I think you can donate, but as you post it, everyone around that reads your post will also be praying for you. And then the clergy that are in charge, the prayer groups that are in charge of that thread, will be an amazing help. I swear. I belong to 4 of them. Oh, sweetheart.
So Karen, and when you said about you were so close, there would be a couple of really special moments that you really treasure. So when your heart is broken, go to that moment, live in it, and feel the love. That love still exists. And if you
Mhm.
can imagine and feel that love in your heart, it will grow and help you build a future together.
I didn't know you were going through such a tough time. See, I'm all about me. Um, so Water Lily would like a general. And I'll do your numbers. I'll do your numbers after Lalit tells you. Let me just throw a little something here. Lalit, the master of both, will be here. Oh, I've got major cards, girl. Awesome.
Change. Well, you've got the sign of change, and it's change in a
I
good
like
way. Jupiter is ruling this change, Jupiter in Capricorn, so it's at once fortunate and practical also. Jupiter and Saturn together, the yin yang. This is a wheel of change, and it's going in your fortune. Oh boy. The second one, the star. Hey, this is we want to all be in your shoes here. This is a wonderful, wonderful. I'm not showing it clearly
There
in
you
my.
are. It's beautiful.
There we go. There's the star, and so this is a wonderful indication for the future change that what you're heading into. And don't be afraid. You got the Fool
I love that fool. It's
starting on the
such
great
a
journey. The
blessing.
Fool.
Such a
This
blessing.
is a blessing. So this is good. This is I want to be on your train. This is a good thing.
Blue
Very
train.
nice. That's
So I've got a wonderful message for you. The first two cards out were major cards, which is always a blessing. And I did your numbers. Now these cards make quite a lot of sense because you're living a 9 personal year this year, meaning that you're going to give up what just doesn't work for you. It's very important a person pays attention to that because you don't want to drag something you should have given up into the next year, or else all the blessings synchronizing up, the new adventures you'll have and opportunities, you won't see them. They'll be there, but you won't see them. So it looks like you're doing A-OK. You've done the work. We're here near the end of the year, your end of your 9th energy year, and it looks like you're doing everything perfect. That what's coming up though is quite interesting because it's the late you were saying it's fresh and new. I have got an idea that your next steps will be so new that you won't have an, what do you call it, a history to count on to know how to move through it. It's not so much a fool. The fool is X, but that is the fool actually. And I have that no old friends, no family. This is separate from that. It's separate from family. It's separate from everything. Friends as well. So it looks like your 1 personal year is synchronizing up quite nicely, and you've done all the work you need to do in this 9 personal year. Bravo. I don't see you dragging the low down cheating daddy into the into the next 9 year cycle. So that's good news. I hope I'll bless you and leave you with that. This has been fun. Excuse me. Oh, what am I doing here? What am I doing? I can't seem to give up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I've got it now. Oh, hey. Got Water Lily says, thank you, Deborah. I've been hoping. I have been doing good. You all have been doing
yes.
good. And you know what? Those of you in a 9 personal year, because there's another person that I had tonight with a 9 personal year, you got to remember that what you're supposed, the blessing that comes in with a 9 personal year means that what you're supposed to give up will get so stupid weird that you just simply walk away and there's no pain. It's like you grieve it as you live through the cray cray, and then you say enough. You let it go. So that's the blessing of a 9 personal year.
You put it into that wooden trunk and
Yeah.
lock the door.
Oh, Suzanne, it's Mother Nature. Did you skip my question? I'm sure I did because I didn't say. I'm not going to look for it, but would you mind writing it again? So let me see. Yeah, I read the list of what I have. And then, are you here? If you're not here, I'll give you a general. Sorry, I lost you. I lost it's part of my charm. I do that. That's why I tell everyone what's going on. I'm going to do a Mother Nature. I'm going to do a general for you. And I apologize for the inconvenience. Spirit is talking about how powerful you are in so many ways. Oh, this works. Will I be moving by November 15th? Oh, you know what? I didn't see that as a question, so I didn't star it. I read it as I will be moving by November 19th. So I believe you've already said yes to that. Let me look here. So it looks like there is a it looks like there is a little blocks and restrictions coming up, but it means that you will succeed. I've got the world, so you'll be triumphant, but it don't give up with it. I don't give up. You're a very powerful person. You'll be able to do it. And where you're going is the Ace of Cups, something, a project or a place that you really fall in love with. Yeah. Donna,
yes, you are moving. You are definitely moving. You have had enough. You are at the end of your cycle and you're full. You say, okay, enough. We're going to move on. New beginnings with the Ace of Swords. Something brand new. And you must not have worry. You've got to put those worries out of your mind. You have a little technique today how to do that, because the worry is not going to help you. Instead, keep focused on the new wonderful thing, and the worries, put those in your trunk and lock that door. Lock it up. And
I'm going to
up to you.
So questions were long closed because it's after hours, an hour. Oh my God, I wasn't going to go over. So Donna, I did miss you. If you didn't hear your name in the beginning, then I didn't have your question, but let me just grab this. Oh, I'm glad you, thank you was what she says. So here we have a general. This will be the last one. We've got to go. I got to go to bed. The Two of Pentacles comes out. That tells me that Spirit wants to tell you to understand actually that if you don't feel this now, you will in the near future. I've got the Two of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Can't have a better combination than that. It tells me that you're going to balance your possessions, your investments. You're going to be balanced with everything tangible in your life, and you're doing everything well. There's going to be some quick ideas that pull you into a little bit of a frenzy. You've had control over this one thought. I don't know if it's a sad friendship that broke up and you're dealing with it and you're fine with it. It's been a long time, but then it'll pop into your mind, and that's going to remind you of a broken heart. So understand that you will have a choice point at that moment when you remember, just like what Lalit was talking about the last time, the love that you had for that person or place or project is still available. It's just not in the form that you would like to see. So that's the message from your guides. Oh man, you're doing good with your money now. I always say money, but your possessions. I've got the 7 of Pentacles upright, meaning that everything, and this doesn't have to be possessions, but everything that you have done up until this point is a mix of all the divine choices you have made. So if you don't feel good right now and on top of the world right now, you will be quite soon. And just enjoy it. Oh my goodness.
So, Donna, I'm showing that you have had a lot of disappointment and sadness from people in your life that have been who have been interfering with your real path because they have not had your best interest at heart. You've had some selfish sort of narcissist people around you that have caused you, you're a sensitive, kind, giving person, and they've knocked you off your center a little bit and you've been feeling defeated. And now you're about to turn the corner and find your own strength and be able to bloom as your own loving true spirit that you have without that weighing you down. You're breaking free from that.
It's really positive, Donna. So claim it. It sounds like you have. And so I'll bless everyone and leave you with that. Thank you so much for being our friends and subscribers, and those who are watching the replays. We'd be very grateful if you would subscribe and like and do all that YouTube stuff. But the next thing I'm going to be on, I'm going to have Scott from Scorpio Sun Tarot on tomorrow. I've got it right here. Just a moment. I'll tell you. It's yes, 11 o'clock. It's 11 o'clock Pacific time. So he will be on doing. He loves doing readings. I mean, I love doing readings, but that's all. That's his jam. So we are going to. So come for that. He's an absolute wonderful advisor. He's been doing it a long time. He's consistent, and I really admire his work. So please join us at 11 o'clock Pacific. Lalit is going to work on her gift to you, the meditation video. And until next time, maybe tomorrow, I sure would enjoy seeing you in the chat tomorrow. Love you.
Thank you to all of you for giving us the opportunity to be together in this way. Thank you for being here.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.